Good morning. Welcome to our yoga class on Saturday, June 27th. So instead of yoga in the park today due to the rain, we have a little yoga at the virtual beach. Feels like I haven't done yoga in this room in quite some time. So we're just gonna enjoy the next hour together. We're gonna focus on relaxing, deep breathing, really get into the flexibility in our body and bring it some renewal and some peace. So first thing we're gonna do is start out with a bit of relaxation. Let's go ahead and lie down on the mat. Let your arms rest at your sides, palms to the sky. Just close your eyes and start to breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding your belly, back, and rib cage as you inhale. Exhaling out through the nose as well. Want to feel that same area of the body contracting and emptying out the air. While we're breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the nose, let's bring some awareness to your face. Noticing your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw, and feeling that tension dissolve away. Bring your awareness and your breath into your neck, into your shoulders. And then let's breathe from our shoulders all the way out to our fingertips. And then guide your breath into your legs, and let's breathe from our hips all the way down to those toes. Sending our breath into our spine, we breathe from the top of our head out through the tailbone. And I want you to let your breath weave itself between each segment of your spine, creating lots of open space. Until we've created a nice blank slate. Let's gently roll our head to the left. Bring the head back to neutral, rolling off to the right. Return to neutral and roll to your left. Again, we're back to neutral and we roll off to the right. And then we're back to that neutral place. Inhale the arms skyward. Exhale as they float back behind us, resting gently on the mat. Once there, start to extend out through your fingertips without feeling your shoulders bunch up by your ears. And then we're going to push out through the heels of our feet. So we're going to actually feel the spine getting longer and more open. And then relax. And try again, extending out through the fingers, pushing out through our heels. And relax. Inhale the arms back up. And exhale, return to your sides. Once there, we're going to draw the right knee to the chest, give a really close hug. And then just point and flex your right foot, work from your heel to your toes. Gently rotate the ankle, lead with your big toe. And then just let your foot rest. And then let's circle the right knee around. Think about really drawing it towards the center line of your body. And then we'll hold the knee in nice and close. Tighten the belly as you press through the back of your ribs. Round the shoulders, neck, and head off the mat floor. Think about bringing your nose right up to your knee. Roll the upper body back to the mat. We'll stretch the right leg out and then switch. Let's pull the left knee in. So again, it's just a nice close hug to the body. Flexing and pointing our foot. Rolling the ankle around, big toe leads the way. And then let your foot rest, and let's circle the knee. Again, we're emphasizing the part of the circle where the knee is crossing towards the midline of the body. And then just hug your knee in close. Let's send that leg out, and pull it back in. Tighten the belly, let's press through the back of the ribs, and round up, nose to knee. Now let's stay like this and bring the other knee in. Rest your head back down. And let's rock gently side to side. Let's make a few knee rotations around and around. And reverse. And then just keep the knees tucked in close. Again, tighten the belly. Let's round up, nose to knees, chin to chest. Let's roll that down. Cross at your ankles. Use your second and third fingers to hook around your big toes. Tighten the belly. Press through the back of the ribs. Let's come back up into that C shape. Release. Change the cross of your legs. Hooking around your big toes. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs, coming up. Now from here on your next exhale, I want you to roll your body up. And then once we're up, we're just sitting cross-legged. Let your palms open face to the sky. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Close your eyes and continue to breathe deeply in through the nose. Out through the nose. Let your chin drop against your chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the head, tip back, open your throat. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, tip back, open your throat. And again, draw the chin to your chest. Now while it's there, let's use your left hand to gently press just behind the top of your head. Release the hand. Inhale, lift the head to back, open your throat. And again, draw the chin back down. This time, use your right hand to press just the back of the top of your head. Release. Inhale again, lifting the head to back, open the throat. And then just let your head come back to a neutral place. From there, we're going to tip our left ear to our left shoulder, draw the chin down, and then tip to the right. Drop the chin and we'll tip left. Drop the chin and tip right. Drop the chin and tip left. Once more, drop the chin and tip right. Drop the chin. And let's come back to neutral. Gently start drawing your shoulders up into the base of your ears, creating lots of tension and no neck. And then let your shoulders fall away. Try again, shoulders right up into your ears. And let them fall away. And then from there, let's start to roll the shoulders from back to front. Let the arms start to open a little wider. Make our circles a little bit larger. Then just gonna keep the arms extended. Start to point your fingers towards the earth and push out through your palms. And then let your hands go back to a relaxed state and bring them together at heart center. Let your thumb and index fingers form a triangle. Gonna inhale while we're here. On the exhale, press towards the sky. Inhale, draw back down. Exhale, press to the sky. Inhale, back down. Exhale, press to the sky. Inhale, down. Once more, exhale to the sky. And then inhale down and hold. Let's take one more inhale in our seated position. Exhale, feel everything grow soft. And let's move on to hands and knees. So whatever way works best for you. Got our shoulders over hands, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Press down through those palms and feel your weight kind of pressing into that index finger knuckle area of your palm. So you actually lift the weight from the outer edges of your palm, taking stress out of your wrist and your shoulders. As your navel sinks, your tailbone lifts. Your head's gonna lift and your heart's gonna open. Exhale, scoop and round for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then we're back to our neutral place. Sending our right leg back, push out through your right heel. And the left arm forward, spinal balance. Exhale, lower, we'll switch. Left leg extends, right arm comes forward. Exhale, lower, switch again. Exhale, lower and switch. Really extend and reach. And we're back down. Let's separate our knees, let your big toes meet. Push your tailbone back. Walk your hands out so your chest actually drops through your knees. Forehead's on the mat. Rotate your palms so they're facing more upright. And feel the stretch deepen all the way down the sides of your body. Flip your palms back over, keeping them wide spread. Remember that hand position. Let's tuck our toes and build downward facing dog. Allow your head to drop through your arms. Feel your ribs pulling closer to your thighs. And the back of your rib cage, or the back of your shoulder blades pulling towards your gluteals. We're gonna walk our dog a few times. And then let's raise both heels and press them down. Again, raising our heels and press down. From there, let's inhale forward into plank. Eyes looking out, belly button tight, buttocks is relaxed, but you're pushing through the back of your inner knees. Press back into down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Modify to your knees. Lowering halfway with elbows open. Let your chest lower, hips down, tuck your elbows in. Inhale, rise into cobra. Exhale, back down, elbows open. Elbows come in as you inhale, lengthen. Rise into cobra. Once again, elbows open as we lower. Elbows tuck in, lengthen, rise into cobra. Let's tuck our toes and we're back up into down dog. Nodding our head yes. Shaking your head no. Letting your head dangle. Inhale again into plank. Modify if you'd like. Lowering halfway, elbows wide. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again, plank. Modify if you'd like. Lower elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's send our right leg towards the sky. Push out through the heel. Send the right foot through your hands. Keep your right knee over your ankle and your weight in your right big toe, second toe, eyes looking out. Add the arms, airplane lunge. Send the arms along your ears. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. Exhale, forward. Let's sink the left knee to the mat. Push down to the left top of your foot and rise back up to crescent moon. Let's start to rotate left as we open the arms. Look out over your right palm. Right hand comes to the mat. Left hand extend towards the sky. Exhale the left hand down. Straddle that right foot, tuck your left toes, come back up into your lunge. Step your right foot back into plank. Press back up into down dog. Extend the left leg behind and then start lifting your heel towards the sky. And then we'll step the left foot through the hands. Bringing us into our lunge. Knee over ankle, weight pressing into big toe, second toe. Once you've got your balance, add your arms for airplane. And then slowly start to rise, reach to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Go ahead and sink down onto your right knee. Press through the top of that right foot. Let's rise up, crescent moon. Now start to rotate right as you open your arms, looking out over that left palm. And then let's lower the left and lift the right. Exhale that hand down. Straddling our left foot, we'll tuck our right toes, bringing us back into lunge. From there, let's step our right foot forward. Position your feet so your toes are turned in slightly, heels are turned out slightly. Press down into those big toes, second toe on each foot. And then let's inhale and roll the body up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale again. And exhale to the heart. From there, let's inhale to the sky and exhale. Fold the body in half. Inhale, look out. Exhale as we sink. Right foot back, left foot back, holding plank. Modify if you need to. Lowering elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale as we sink. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower elbows wide. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink. Right foot back, left foot back plank. Exhale, lower elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Lift the right foot, press back to three-legged dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale, to our heart. Once again, inhale, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale as we fold. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, lower elbows open. Chest down, hips down, elbows in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Lift the left foot. Press back, three-legged dog. Stepping left foot forward, right foot forward. Toes in, heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. And exhale to your heart. And then from there, let's come into our standing mountain pose. So we feel our fingertips reaching towards the earth, the top of our head being drawn open to the sky, pressing our weight into our big toe, second toe on each foot, and kind of pressing back through the back of your knees, holding the belly button firm. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink. Let's take the right hand behind us and then use your left hand to grab hold of your wrist. Try to pull your hands down closer to the back of your ankles and just press your upper body against your thighs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Exhale, release your hands. We'll step the right foot back. Brings us into our lunge. Push your right heel to the mat. Turn your right toes out. Align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Pressing through big toe, second toe. We've got knee over ankle. Lifting upper body. Square your hips to the front edge of your mat. When you feel ready, add your arms. Warrior one. Let's keep the right arm high and lower the left. Continue to stretch those fingers towards the sky. And then we'll bring the left arm back up. From there, let's open both arms wide. Stay long in the waist as we hinge forward. There's our warrior airplane. And then send your arms alongside your ears. Let's release our hands to the mat. Proceed to walk yourself around into a straddle, so we end up facing the wide edge of our mat. We've got our toes and our heels out. Got our hands directly under our shoulders. We can bend our knees as much as we need to. Inhale as we lengthen. Exhale as we start to fold forward. Bending the elbows, letting the forearms drop as close to the mat as we can. And again, bent knees is perfectly fine. Let's nod the head yes again. Let your head just shake no. And then we'll just hang out where we are. Let's press through the palms and push the arms straight. Sliding our left hand over, we position it so it's directly beneath us, and then we'll use the right hand to bear down on the top of that. As we inhale, let's open our right arm wide to the side. And then as we exhale, revolve with the waist, taking us into our twisting lunge, or twisting straddle. On the exhale, let's bring that hand back down. Once it's back down, we're simply going to walk ourselves around and face our right foot. So now we should be facing the back end of our mat. We're going to stay on the ball of our foot. We're going to lift the upper body, so that brings us again into high lunge. Adding the arms to the sky, we've returned to crescent lunge. Now try placing your hands together at your heart. As we inhale, let's start rotating off to our right. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge over. And we're going to tuck our elbow on the outside of our thigh or knee. And then maybe you want to try extending your arms open. Bring the palms back together if they're open. Let's revolve the upper body. We've returned to our lunge. And then we'll walk ourselves back around into our straddle. Once there, inhale, look out, flat back. Open the arms wide. Straddle airplane. Inhale as we lift. Once we're upright, we're adjusting our feet so they're a little wider than our hips. Toes and heels out, palms to the sky. Good, then start to lift the arms without feeling the shoulders rise. Let your palms meet. Let's lace all of our fingers. And then push your palms towards the sky. Allow your chin to drop against your chest. Bring the head back to neutral. And then let the arms reopen. Returning to your star. From there, we turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align our left toe with our right arch. Begin to bend your left knee. Finding your warrior two. Try lifting your left heel while you're here. Let the heel press back down. Extend the left arm a little bit forward. Start lifting left, lower right. Turn the left palm to the sky. Feel that opening going on all the way up the left side of your body. Let's bring that right hand up, grab hold of your left wrist. And then let's reopen the arms so we're back into warrior two. Start pulling the left leg straight without locking, and we're right back where we started. Putting us in the perfect spot to build triangle. Our right hip starts reaching to the right. Our left arm is stretching out as far as we can go. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, let's lower our left and lift the right. And I want you to visualize yourself doing this pose against the wall. So you can actually feel the back side of your body in full contact with the wall. Let's bend the right elbow so the back of our right hand makes it into our lower back. We still have that right shoulder pointing to the sky. Then we're going to bend the left knee. So you can either place your forearm on your thigh or reach your hand to the mat. And we can stay in our preparation for bound angle pose, or we can bind ourselves. There's two different ways. We can take the left hand behind us and just grab hold of our left wrist with our right hand. Or we can send the left leg between legs, letting the hands hook together. All positions have that right shoulder pointing to the sky, and we are actually gazing up at the sky above our right shoulder. We'll take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, send the right hand back to the sky. Return your left hand to where it was. Now start to lower that right arm alongside your right ear. Palm to the ceiling. There's our side angle pose. Inhale the right arm back up. Exhale, revolve upper body. Let's come back into our runner's lunge. Stepping left foot back, pulling plank. Lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lifting our right foot. Press back into three-legged dog. Step the right foot through your hands. Bringing us back into lunge. And then from there, start to push the right leg straight and push your left heel down. Let's lift our right toes and melt your upper body into that right thigh. And then while you're here, see if you can let your toes sink back down. Feeling that deep stretch in the hamstrings. As we exhale, let's rebend the right knee, returning to the ball of our foot, so we're back in our strong lunge. And then we're going to extend the left leg behind us about hip level. Position your hands so they form a tripod with your right foot, and that brings us into our tripod balance. Let's remain there, or move into half moon, aligning right thumb with right pinky toe, rolling the left hip open, reaching your left hand towards the sky. As we exhale, bring the left hand down if it's lifted. Now we're all going to open our right arm out to the side, and then try opening your left arm, and that gives us our balancing airplane. We'll start to lift upper body, placing your foot down, toes in, heels out. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Let's bend our knees, and as we do, pull your knees closer and closer together like you're sitting back in a tiny chair. And once you've made it to the chair, we're lifting the heart away from the thighs, extending the arms along our ears. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again. And exhale, fold forward. Let's inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. This time, let's take the left hand behind the legs, and then use your right hand to grab hold of your wrist and try to move your hands closer to the back of your ankles. So again, we're just folding ourselves in half, bending our knees as much as we need to. Breathe. Let's release the hands. Take a step back with our left foot. Brings us into lunge. Now we can sink our left heel to the mat, turn our left toes out. Align our right heel with our left heel. Feel your weight pressing into your right big toe, second toe. Start lifting upper body. We've got our hips facing forward. We've got our shoulders stacked over our hips. And then we've got those long reaching arms. And we're just feeling ourselves equally balanced into both feet. Extending the arms towards the sky without feeling any tension in the shoulders or the neck. And then from there, let's open the arms wide, hinging forward. Bring your ribs close to your front thigh. There's our warrior airplane. And then extend your arms alongside your ears. And then let's release our hands to the mat. From there, we're going to walk ourselves around into straddle. So now we're facing the other wide edge of our mat. Make sure your toes are either straight ahead or turning in slightly. Inhale with our flat back. Exhale, we're melting down. And remember, and bend your knees as much as you need to, but I want you to really relax your upper body. Let's see if we can slide our fingertips under the outer edges of our feet and maybe pull down a little deeper with the arms without feeling any tension in the shoulders or the neck. And then as we exhale, let's release our hands and walk them back into place, pushing our arms straight. Let's slide the right hand over, it's centered beneath you, and then push on it with your left hand. Inhale, opening the left arm to the side. As we exhale, revolve at the waist. There's our twisting straddle. As we exhale, we'll come back down. And from there, we're going to walk ourselves around into runner's lunge, facing the back end of your mat. So now we should have our left foot out in front, run the ball of our right foot. When you're ready, start to lift up. Add the arms overhead. And there's our crescent lunge. Let your palms come together at heart center. As we inhale, let's start to rotate to the left. And then as we exhale, we're tucking that right elbow on the outside of our left thigh. And we're rolling our left shoulder and elbow open to the sky. As we exhale, let's untwist. Let your hands return to the mat. And then we'll walk ourselves back around. So once again, we're in our straddle. Let's inhale, lengthen, look out, flat back. Add your arms, show me your airplane. And let's inhale and rise from there. Once we're up, feet a little wider than the hips, toes and heels out, palms open, face to the sky. 5-pointed star. Let's start to open the heart. Let your head fall back just a little bit. Really open the front of your body. And then we're back to a neutral place. Let your palms face forward, and we'll bring them together. Our fingers lace, our index fingers press together. Feel this stretch across the upper back and the back of your shoulders. And then as we inhale, let's lift the arms. Allow them to frame your head without feeling tension in the shoulders. And stretch a little bit longer, a little bit higher. And then side bend to your left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, lift. And exhale, side bend right. Inhale, lift. And exhale, we're back in our star. Good, from there, let's go ahead and turn our right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch, keeping the front of our body facing the side of our mat. We're bending our right knee. It's going to find its way out over our ankle without pushing past our toes. And we've got our warrior two. And then try lifting your right heel while you're here. And then we can sink the right heel. Let's go ahead and extend the right arm forward and then start lifting the right, lowering the left. Turning your right palm towards the sky. Let's bring the left hand up and try to grab hold of your right wrist and increase that stretch going all the way up the right side of your body. And then we turn to warrior two. Pulling our right leg straight without blocking our knees. We're back to where we started. Now we're ready for triangle. Left hip is pulling left. Right arm is reaching all the way out as far as we can go. Once we can't go any farther in either direction, we lower the right and we lift the left. We're feeling the back side of our body pressed open against that invisible wall. And the longer we're here, the more space that we create. And I want you to be breathing into all those open spaces. And now let's bend the left elbow and place the back of your left hand into your lower back. Keep rolling the shoulder open and gazing up over that left shoulder. And then we'll bend the right knee. We can either place our right forearm on our thigh or reach that right hand to the mat. So this is our preparation for bound angle. We can remain like this, or we can send our right hand behind us, grab hold of our right wrist with our left hand, or we can feed the right hand through the legs, hooking the hands together. Regardless of what version we're in, our left shoulder is still pointing at the ceiling, and that's where we're looking. And then let's release. We'll send the left hand back up, return the right hand to where it was. And then we're going to start to lower that left arm across the left ear with your palm facing the ceiling. And there's our side angle pose. Let's inhale the left arm back up. Exhale, start to revolve the body, coming back into our lunge. We'll step our right foot back, holding a good sturdy plank, lowering down, elbows wide, chest down, hips down, elbows tuck in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank, lifting the left foot, press back into three-legged dog. Send the left foot to your hands, bringing us back into lunge. From there, we're going to start to straighten the left leg, pushing our right heel into the mat. And we want to get our legs as straight as we can. We inhale to look out. Exhale as we melt. Breathe. So we'll take one more inhale. On the exhale, let's rebend the left knee. Come back onto the ball with your right foot, so we're in lunge. Then we're going to push that left leg straight, extending the right leg behind us, hip level. Both hands form a tripod with our left foot, and we can stay just like that. Or we can position our left thumb so it's in a straight line with our left pinky toe. Rolling the right hip open, and adding our right arm towards the sky. As we exhale, bring the right hand back down if it's lifted. And then we're all going to extend our left arm out to the side. Once you found your balance, we'll add the right arm, balancing airplane. And then let's start to lift the upper body. You can place your foot down, reach high to the sky. Exhale into your heart. Bending our knees, we'll start to sink our hips, pulling our knees together. Once we've got our buttocks in the chair, make sure you lift your ribs away from your thighs. And then add those arms alongside your ears. Inhale, stretch high to the sky. And exhale into our heart. Inhale again. Exhale. folding forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink. Cradling your elbows in the palms of your hands. Let your head just dangle within that frame. And then we'll release. Take a step back with your right foot. Brings us back into lunge. Left foot back, holding plank. Left shoulder over left wrist. Let's turn and open to the side, giving us our side plank. Modification. Go ahead and set the side of your left knee on the mat. Try letting that right arm lay across your right ear. Lift the arm back up. Revolve back around. Right shoulder over right wrist this time. Side plank. Lowering that left arm alongside your ear. Let's lift the arm. Rotate back around into our full plank. Press back up into down dog. And inhale again into plank. From there, let's lower elbows wide. Chest down, hips down. Now once we're all the way down, let's just extend the arms forward. We're going to reach a little farther with our left arm and our right leg. Lift away from the mat. Let's come down and switch. Extending out and lift. Lower. Arms and legs together, extend and lift. Open wide. Press your palms alongside your thighs. Stand out through the tips of your toes and the top of your head. And then start to melt. And you can let your head turn to one side. Roll your shoulders towards the mat. Let's place our hands under our shoulders. Let your elbows tuck in. Press down through those hip bones. Press down through the tops of your feet. Pull out through the top of your head. And start to rise. And then from there, we push all the way back. Extended child's pose. And then let's scoop the belly in and round up for cat. Sink your navel, lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart, cow. And then make your way back to neutral. Let's take a giant step forward with our right foot. We'll keep both hands to the inside of our right foot. And then we're going to start to pull the top of our left thigh towards the mat. Meanwhile, we've got our right knee over our ankle. We're going to walk our hands a little farther out and let your elbows drop towards the mat. And then see about letting your right knee pull away from your body. So on the outer edge of your right foot. And then we'll bring the right knee upright once again. So I'm going to give you two choices here. You can remain in your dragon pose, or you could try moving into splits pose. So if you want to try splits pose, we're going to first lift the body up. And then we're going to work at extending that right leg further out. Going where we can. And breathe. And let's take one more inhale wherever we are. On the exhale, we're all going to bring the right knee back, returning us to all fours. Let's tuck our toes, come back up into down dog. And then return to all fours. Inhale again for cow. And exhale round for cat. And then just find your way back to neutral. Switching legs, we'll step the left foot forward this time. Keeping both of our hands to the inside of our left foot. Starting to pull the front of our right thigh towards the mat. Let's walk our hands out a little further. Bend the elbows, sinking closer to the mat. And then try opening the left knee out to the side. So we're more on the outer edge of our left foot. And then we can bring the knee upright once again. And again, we've got two choices here. We can stay in our dragon pose, or we can move into splits pose. So again, for splits pose, we're going to bring the body upright, and we're going to send that left leg out. And we're going to go where our body allows us to go, and we're going to breathe. One more inhale where we are. On the exhale, we can all bring the left knee back. Let's tuck our toes and press back into down dog. Let's do a few more walks of our dog. And then let's raise our heels and push them down. And then we can come back to all fours. Sinking our navel, lifting our tailbone, lifting our head, open our heart, cow. Exhale round and scoop, scoop, scoop for cat. And then just come back to our neutral place. Next, let's come down and have a seat. Let's work on our butterflies. So we've got soles of feet pressing together. We're going to pull the heels of our feet closer and closer to our body, while we're just resting our feet in our hands. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders, keep your head up, and then actively work at opening the knees wider and wider. And then let's relax a little bit, and we'll bring the knees closer together. And then just sit tall and give yourself a nice hug. Let's extend the left leg out in front. And we'll step the right foot across the left leg. Once that's done, let's bring the right arm to the inside of that right inner thigh. Send the left hand farther behind you. So you're going to push the heel of your hand close to your tailbone. Sit up really tall, and as we exhale, look over that left shoulder. Now inhale the right arm up. Exhale as it comes down, let's do just the opposite. So we're going to take that right elbow to the outside, or left elbow to the outside of our right thigh. Walk your left knee a little farther behind you. Sit up tall and look over your shoulder. And then we'll inhale, lift that arm, and exhale, float down. Let's uncross. Keep a little bend in your knees. Let's look around our big toes. Pull your ribs to your thighs. And then while you're there, try to push your legs a little straighter. And let's release, coming up. We can switch legs. So now let's keep the right leg straight. Bend the left knee. step it across. We'll start by bringing that left upper arm against the left inner thigh. Send the heel of your right hand behind you close to your tailbone. Inhale, sit tall and straight. Exhale, rotate at the waist, looking over your right shoulder. And let's inhale the left arm up. Exhale, let it come down. And we'll switch. So let's keep the legs the same. This time we've got our right arm to the outside of our left thigh. Walk your left hand a little farther back. Again, we're sitting taller and straighter, and we're going to look over that left shoulder. Let's inhale to the sky. Exhale, float down. Re-extend both legs. You've got that slight bend. Coming forward, hooking around big toes. Drawing the ribs to the thighs. And then as we push our legs out straighter and straighter, we keep melting down. And then let's release and roll back up. Once you've made it back up, let's read on the knees. And start again by just sitting up really tall and straight, relaxing your shoulders. Now let's find our balance on our tailbone. And the goal here is to make sure that we don't let the back round out. So once you feel like you've got a good balance spot and your spine is nice and straight, you're going to start to extend the legs. And just go where you can without rounding your back. Once you found your balance spot, we can add the arms. And then from there, start to open. And once you're down, reach out to the heels of your feet. Reach out to your fingers. And then feel your body go a little soft. Pull the right knee into your chest. Extend your right leg towards the sky. Bring your left hand to the outside of your right ankle or calf. Open the right arm and then start to pull the right leg across the midline of your body without allowing your right hip to lift too far. And then let's bring it back to neutral. We can rebend, send that leg out and we'll switch. Left knee in. Extend towards the sky. Right hand on the outside of right ankle or calf. Left arm can open to the side. And then pull that left leg across the midline of your body without allowing your left hip to leave the mat too far. And then let's release and rebend, place that foot down. Let's walk the right foot in. Space your feet apart about hips distance, toes in, heels out. Enough space between your buttocks and your heels so that when we lift up, it's all about the hamstrings and the gluteals. We're tightening the belly, peeling off the mat. Press your hips and hold it without feeling any weight in your neck. And then while we're here, let's try to pull the knees closer together. And then let the knees go back to neutral. Then I want you to walk your feet in closer together, still with toes and heels out, but then pull your knees wider and press your hips up a little higher. And then let your knees pull back together. And then from there, we'll slowly melt back down, one segment at a time. Once we're all the way down, let's give ourselves a well-deserved hug, stretching into the gluteals and down the spine, rocking gently to massage either side of our spine. And then just do a few knee circles, getting into that lower back, and reverse. And then just hug your knees in super tight. Tighten the belly, press through the back of the ribs. Bring your nose to meet your knees. And then let's send one leg all the way out. Send the other leg all the way out. And then slowly return to the mat. And then once we're all the way down, we'll find our most comfortable place on the mat. So feel your shoulders just fall away from your ears and rest on the mat. The more relaxed you become, the more you may have to adjust yourself on the mat so that you're not feeling any points of tension. And just let everything let go. All of the tension that we came with floating right off of the body. No tension in the eyes or the cheeks or the jaw. No remaining tension in our neck or our shoulders. A free flow of our breath from our shoulders to our fingers. Long open spine, where we can feel each of our breaths weaving itself in between each and every segment. We can feel no more tension in our hips or our pelvis. We've got all this lightness and open space traveling from our hips to our toes. One of the greatest gifts you can bestow upon another is kindness. If someone is in need, lend them a helping hand. Do not wait for a thank you. True kindness lies within the act of giving without the expectation of something in return. Let us set aside all of our anxious thoughts, making a choice to live each day with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart. Random acts of kindness become the very fabric of who we are. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe dwells. I honor the light, the love, the truth the beauty and the peace within you, because it is also within me. In sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. So may you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, making it a day of kindness and giving to others. If you're going out and about, you're going to be sure to wear your mask covering your nose and your mouth because you care about others as well as yourself. We're going to make sure that we wash our hands sufficiently, 20 seconds at a time, and that we're always maintaining a good social distance, again, because we care about others and we care about ourselves. So with all those things in mind, go have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me. I will be back in touch soon. Take good care. Bye-bye.